we'll go over it.
But now, Vera, you've lived in this area of Little Green most of your life. You were born at the Live and Let Live.
Yes.
And then you with Mum and Dad at Blacksmith's Arms, which was later the hardware shop.
That's right, yes.
And then you moved here, which was in
Coronation,
yeah, Coronation. This was
53.
Yeah, 1953. Can you remember coming here in 1953?
I can, yes.
What?
I seem to recollect it was a wet day. One thing. Oh dear.
And who you were married to?
Don.
Yeah,
Yes.
Don
Moles.
Yes.
Yes.
And did you watch the coronation?
We went across the road to the Davises because they'd got a television and we hadn't.
Was that the Davises, the butchers?
Yeah.
Milner Davis.
That's right, yeah.
Oh right. So you've been here an awful long time.
I have, yes.
And your daughter was born here, was she, or your daughter
Well,
Anne?
in Hitchin at the hospital.
Yes. But when you came here,
she was 18 months old.
Oh right, yes, okay. I was going to ask you about the people who lived in this row, this Cromwell Terrace.
Yes.
So, what was next door then?
That was the post office and the cobbler's shop.
Yes.
And the same people lived in the end house because that was all together. Yeah.
And who ran the post office?
Johnny Thrussell. Yeah.
Johnny Thrussell.
Yes.
And what about his family? Were there many of them?
Yeah, quite a few of them. I think it was about 6 or so.
Yes, what, 6 children?
Yeah.
Well, and they all seem to have biblical names. There was Caleb, Mary, Si, Lois.
Marcus,
Yes.
Joe and Thomas.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. So, do you remember the shop? Was it like it is today, or?
Well, no, it was just separate. There was the 2 separate rooms, whereas now there's been, was knocked out.
Yes.
Sort of thing for the tourists. So it was 2 separate rooms then.
And who ran the post office?
Yeah, John Shuffle.
Oh, John did, yes.
Yeah.
And what about the postman?
That was Bert Head when I first came here.
Oh.
Then Bert Head.
Yeah.
Then that was
Roy Burton.
I think he was next.
Yes.
And
And, yeah, and then, so Roy Burton was the last, wasn't he? Was it Wilf next?
oh, Wilf next, that's it.
Wilf
Wilf
Lake.
came in between. I thought it was someone.
Yes.
Yeah.
Where did Bert Head live?
In the little thatched cottage down the bottom of the village.
Well, what happened to the thatched cottage?
Well, knocked down once and built a bungalow there.
That's where Denise Marshall lived, wasn't it?
That's right, yeah.
Yes. So in the post office, I understand that was where the village telephone was.
Yes, there was a telephone in the post office.
So could people in the village use the telephone?
Well, not a lot, I don't think. There had to be restrictions on it, as far as I can remember.
Yes. Did you ever work there, or?
I used to go in there sometimes when they were on holiday, just for a couple of weeks. Yeah.
Yes, to cover.
Mm.
Yes. And what about the front part of the shop? That was the post office. What about the front part of the shop?
Yeah, that's where they kept the shoes. You used to sell shoes.
Yes.
Yes.
And you said he was a cobbler. What does that mean?
Men's shoes as well. Men's shoes, yeah.
Oh, right, okay. And what else do you know about Mr. Thrussell, Johnny? Did he have an observatory?
Yeah, the tree, yes, he had that up the back there. He used to and you used to send quite a lot of stuff to America, I think they used to
Yes,
get
yes.
And astronomy.
Yes. I think he was on the parish council and all sorts of different.
Oh yes, yeah, everything.
He
Yeah.
did a lot of it. And they were Baptists, weren't they?
That's right. Yes, yeah.
Up at the Baptist
Up the
church
church.
up on the green.
Yeah.
Yes.
And that got thumbs.
Yes. When the post office, when Mr. Thrussell retired, what happened then?
Well, it moved from there up to the bottom of Crabtree Lane.
Oh yes, number one. Yes.
Yes, number one. Yeah.
Yes.
That's right.
And who
I
was
think
it?
that was the Bunyans had got a shop there. I think
Yes.
they took on the post office as well then.
Oh, right.
For a while.
Yes. And what happened to the shop here then? So, next door after Mr.
Well,
Thrussell?
I think they must stay there for a while. Oh, well, of course, Allworths had the shop.
Oh,
Yes, so,
right.
yes, they moved, Thrussell moved round the back.
Yes.
Allworths had the shop, yeah.
And then what did Mr. Holdsworth sell?
They sold some foodstuffs, tin stuffs,
Yes.
mainly, and paint and that sort of thing.
So did you have your father running the hardware store and Mr. Holdsworth at the same time, or was your father's shop closed by the time Mr. Holdsworth came?
The dad was dead by then.
Yes.
Yeah.
So your shop had shut down.
Well, my mum had to move out eventually, but it did shut down. They didn't
Yes.
seem to do much after that.
Where did your mum move to?
Next to Janet's, along, the houses facing down the road.
Oh, in Walnut Tree
Road.
Tree Road.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. Oh, right. I didn't know she'd moved down to there. Oh, right. Can you tell me about the row? I understand there was another shop in this row at the other end.
The other end, yes.
Oh, what was that?
That was more drapery type of things.
Yes.
That sort of thing.
And
I
who-
think they did used to sell a few sweets as well, if I remember rightly.
Who ran that?
It was Miss Berlin originally that I remember, and then it came to Cheshire, Mrs. Cheshire.
And she used
She used to live in the village before she was married, and she moved to Arlesey, but she bought the shop then.
So did you use the shop at all?
Oh yes, I used to go down there quite often, yes.
What sort of things did you get from there?
Well, I had all my daughter's things for her when she was a baby. Everything she got for me through there.
Yes. Yes. And who lived next door to the Cheshires?
Then there was the goldsmith,
Oh yes.
Lou Goldsmith. He was a thatcher.
Oh yes.
And used to do the hedging as well.
Yes.
They lived there.
Yes. And their son was Ken, wasn't he?
There was Ken and Morris.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
I think Ken moved to Davis Crescent. I suppose lots of people went to Davis Crescent.
I think
Bigger
well,
houses.
Bigger house, yeah. Well, he was married by then, and then he got children as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So that was that. Then that was Titmus's next door,
Yes. Which Titmus was that?
who had been here a long time. Well, their parents lived up Pudding Back Alley.
Yes.
They lived next door, and then that was Mr. Lawrence, Jack Lawrence. He was the cobbler as well.
Yeah. He was married to Violet.
He's married to Violet, yeah.
Right. And he was a cobbler, but he was another cobbler.
Yeah,
Where did he work?
up the green, up the Great Green there on the sort of a tin hut up there.
Oh, that's where Pat Lawrence lives now.
That's right, yes, yeah.
And that was because Pat Lawrence married
The son, Jeff.
Jack Lawrence. Oh, she married Jeff Lawrence.
Mm.
How was that bungalow up there then, or how?
No, that was built after they were married.
Oh, right.
At
What-
the time they were married.
Yes. What Jeff and the other brother Brian?
Yeah, I think
They were builders. They built that. I've heard a story that Jack Lawrence had a monkey called Ginny. Have you ever heard that? I've seen a photograph of the monkey.
Oh, no, I don't remember that.
Where did you get your shoes mended?
Yes.
Where did you get them mended?
Well, either next door or up there, whichever.
Yes.
Yeah.
Do you remember? Was Jack Lawrence? Did he fight in the war and was he disabled?
Yes, he got a wooden leg.
Yes.
Yeah, one leg, yes. Yeah, he was. Yeah.
Yes. But he was still a very good cobbler.
Yeah.
How did he get about then in the village? I mean, was he?
He used to walk with a stick.
Oh right. Yes. Yes. And next door to the Lawrences then, who was that?
Well, as far as I can remember Emily Chambers or Emily Reynolds as she was afterwards.
Yes.
She lived there.
Yeah, she lived there.
Yeah.
What did she do? Was she a village lady?
She was, as far as I know, she lived here all her life.
Yes. And then you moved in here. Who did you follow then? Who was in here before you moved in '53?
Hubert Roberts.
Oh right.
yeah.
Yes, and then they moved away.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
They moved up to the bungalow, I think.
Yes, yes. So how long? So you've lived here a very long time.
I have, yes.
You were telling me. I noticed out the back there's a well.
Yeah.
Was the well
There's a soft water.
a soft
Yeah.
water?
The water from the roofs used to go down into that. Yeah.
Oh right. And so.
They used to use it to do the washing.
Oh right.
Get a bucket of water out there and put it in the copper, because there was better water for washing than the
Yes, soft.
joints. Yeah.
So where were the coppers?
In the kitchen.
Oh right. What, with a fire underneath or something?
That's right, yeah.
Yes. And what about out the back? I noticed there are barns there now.
Yeah, well, they've always been there. Yeah, just the same as they are now.
And what about the toilets and things
Yeah,
like
that was
that?
out across the back there as well.
So one for each
Yes,
house.
Yeah,
That was quite modern, wasn't it?
yeah.
Yes. Do you know who built the cottages?
No. I
No.
don't, no.
Because they were Victorian cottages, I think,
Yeah.
built then. Yes.
I mean, when I moved along, here there used to be an old elderly lady at Luton.
Was she Mrs. Wesley?
Mrs. Needham, I think.
Mrs. Needham.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, right. And the sort of people rented them from her.
Yes.
Yes. And I understand that when you were in here initially, you were with your husband Don, but then later on, after Don had died and you were a widow, you married one of the Thrussells.
Yeah.
Which one was that?
Size.
Oh, right. Yes. Oh, that was good. Oh, thank you.
Should